everybody, Sarah again, the Visitor Engagement Coordinator in the Education Department here at the Virginia Zoo. I am back with some more nature play activities. We have a couple of crafts for you guys to do today that will still hopefully get you guys outside of your house while you are quarantining. We have posted the supply lists already, so hopefully you have those gathered. They are very simple, but hopefully really fun crafts for you guys to do. The first one are called sticky bracelets. So you only need 2 technically supplies from your home, and the rest you are going to find from nature. A strip of paper and a piece of tape. So to start, you are going to make your bracelet, measure a strip of paper to your wrist and tape it in a bracelet shape. And then you're going to add the sticky that you are going to collect your nature on. The easiest way I have found to do this is get a strip of tape, make sort of a loop on the end, because you actually want the sticky side out to collect your nature. So make a little loop that allows it to stick, and then you didn't quite get that one long enough, but you can put another loop on the end. Goes around your bracelet. So, and then you are just going to go out into your backyard and find bits of nature that you would like to collect for your bracelet. So on the one that I did earlier, I have some leaves, I have some fallen flower petals, some grasses. I tried to get a lot of variety, but it is completely up to you. If you are in your own backyard and you have flowers growing, if your parent or guardian says it's okay, you can go ahead and pick those flowers. But do remember that if you are in a public space and the plant is still using part of it, if that's leaves or flowers, we want to make sure that we leave those on the plant and only pick up things from the ground that the plant isn't using anymore. But if you're in your own backyard and you get permission, you can add whatever you would like to your nature sticky bracelet. So very, very easy, very easy craft for you guys to do at home. This is really great for some of the little ones because it will help them explore colors and textures, and it's really, really simple. The other crafts that I would like to bring to your attention, which I'm sure a lot of you have already done, are painted rocks. So I made a little radiated tortoise painted rock earlier today, and I know people love to paint these with all kinds of things, with animals, with messages, with patterns. This is another great way to practice our colors and our textures, and a really good way to be creative. And then you can go and hide these in your yard and have a scavenger hunt. But again, like I said, with the sticky bracelets, if it's your own yard, feel free to hide it wherever you want. But if we are out in a public space, we want to practice what's called leave no trace. So a lot of leave no trace is about camping, but there are a few parts of it that can still apply when you're just exploring. I hope you guys are getting out of your house and exploring a little bit. But part of leave no trace is, of course, not leaving anything behind. Even though this rock started out as a natural piece of nature, I have added some unnatural colors to it, and now it is no longer part of nature. I'm going to keep it at my house and in my own yard. Animals, even though they are very smart, can still get confused when we add unnatural colors to things. They might think that looks like a brand new special treat for them, and so we don't want animals to get confused. We also want other explorers, other people, to be able to appreciate nature as it is, without any of the things that we've added to it. So we want to make sure that these painted rocks stay in our house once we have made them into cute little animals or whatever you decide to do. Same thing with picking up those leaves and those flowers. If the plant is done using them, you aren't taking too many, go ahead and stick a few to your bracelet, and only pick flowers from our own yard, and only pick leaves from plants in our own yard. We want to leave everything in nature if nature is still using it. And then we also just want to respect our fellow explorers. Remember, we're all stuck in our house right now. We're all getting a little cabin fever, pun intended. And so we want to make sure that while we are hiking on trails and while we are visiting parks, maintaining that distance for our health, of course, but also making sure that we are quiet so that everyone can appreciate the sounds of nature that they hopefully came out to hear. And when you're quiet, you can hear things that you would normally hear anyway, like the birds singing. I found a really big bumblebee earlier that was buzzing incredibly loudly. But if there were people playing music nearby, or if a bunch of people were talking extra loudly, I wouldn't have been able to appreciate that. So we want to make sure that we practice those 3 parts of leave no trace. Make sure that we don't leave things behind, we don't take things that nature is still using, and that we're respectful to not only nature but also our fellow explorers. So definitely do these crafts at home. They are very easy, very cool. I'm actually very happy with the way this turned out. I think it's really cute. But make sure that we are being respectful. Everybody's a little bit stressed, I know, and so if we can practice kindness, we'll all get through this a little bit easier. And being out in nature makes you feel pretty great, so it shouldn't be too hard. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We can't wait to have you back at the zoo. We miss you guys a lot. Have some fun in nature, and we'll see you later. Thanks again.